After completing Part A or Part 1 of Business Studies Class 12 for Commerce, as per embossed syllabus, now we move to Business Studies Part 2 or Part B. The name of the book or title of the book is related to business finance and marketing. And the book contains contains 4 chapters. That is Chapter 9, Financial Management, Chapter 10, Financial Markets, Chapter 11, Marketing, and Chapter 12, Consumer Protection. Chapter 9, Financial Management. Under this, the subtopics which we are going to discuss now is meaning, role, objectives of financial management, financial planning, meaning and importance, capital structure, meaning and factors, fixed and working capital, meaning and factors affecting its requirements. Meaning of financial management. Financial management is concerned with the managing finance of the business for smooth functioning and successful accomplishment of the enterprise objectives. Financial resource is the basic requirement of all business entities. It is rightly said as the lifeblood of the business. Finance is required not only for the commencement of the business but also to meet its routine money requirements and promotion of the enterprise. Definition: financial management is the business activity which is concerned with acquisition and conservation of capital funds in meeting financial needs and overall objectives of business enterprise. By Wheeler. Function or role of financial management. Broadly speaking, there are 2 roles, that is, or 2 functions of financial management: managerial role, advisory role. Under managerial role, 7 subtopics are: point number 1, forecasting financial needs; point number 2, capital budgeting; point number 3, working capital management; point number 4, making financial decisions; point number 5, making dividend policy decision; point number 6, appraisal of financial performance and financial control; and point number 7, communication of financial performance. Under advisory role, there are 4 points. Point number 1, management of assets; point number 2, management of funds; point number 3, management of cash; and point number 4, management of surplus. Objective and importance of financial management. Point number 1, obtaining fund at minimum cost. The significance of financial management lies in obtaining requisite funds at the minimum cost. The financial policy should also ensure the availability of the requisite amount of funds at reasonably low rates of interest. Point number 2, profit maximization. Maximization of profit is the objective of every business enterprise. The company should earn sufficient profit to meet its expenses and also to pay dividend at competitive rates. Point number 3, risk minimization. There is always risk in carrying business activities. This risk may be due to various unforeseen natural, economic, and physical causes. Point number 4, financial control. Financial management should always plan the sources of procuring funds and also the uses to which the available funds will be applied. He should also keep constant watch on the inflow and outflow of funds in the business. Point number 5, capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is long-term financial decision making of the company. It requires decision regarding the purchase of new assets, taking into consideration the utility of various other alternatives uses of the assets. Point number 6, working capital management. Working capital is the excess of current assets over current liabilities. The gross working capital contains only current assets of the concerned firm, and the net working capital contains current assets over current liabilities. Financial planning. It is an intellectual process which decides in advance the capitalization and capital structure of the enterprise. The financial manager has to decide the amount of capital required by the company. It should also be clearly laid down that what part of capital would be or will be borrowed. Proper balancing between owned and capital borrowed is also required. Owner's capital may further be procured by issue of equity and preference capital. Importance or objectives or purpose of financial planning. Point number 1, ensuring sufficient funds. Financial planning estimates optimum amount of funds required in different situations. It avoids the situations of both the surplus and shortage of funds and maintains adequate flow of funds. Point number 2, ensuring liquidity. Financial planning maintains the balance between inflow and outflow of funds and makes it liquid funds available throughout the year. It ensures availability of requisite funds and their optimum utilization. Point number 3, availability of funds for expansion. An effective expansion plan anticipates the period when the funds will be surplus with the enterprise. During this period, the surplus funds can be utilized for the expansion of the business. Point number 4, ensuring increased profitability. Procurement of funds at cheaper rates and making the best possible utilization of funds increases the amount of profit, and consequently there is increase in the profitability also. Financial planning based upon cost benefit analysis, so profit at higher rate is earned on the basis of the financial plan. Point number 5, better financial control. An effective financial planning determines the desired achievement of the financial plan. In actual practice, if desired results are not achieved, causes of deviation are identified and effective remedial measures are applied to prevent and eliminate the causes responsible for failure. Limitations of financial planning. Point number 1, dependence on forecasting. Point number 2, inflexibility. Point number 3, restricts discussion and creativity. Point number 4, financial planning is expensive and time consuming. And point number 5, biased, incomplete planner. Capital structure. Capital structure of a company of financial structure refers to the makeup of its capitalization. Capital structure includes all long-term funds consisting of share capital, debentures, bonds, loans, and reserves. It is the mix between owners and borrowed fund. Factors affecting capital structure. Point number 1, nature of the business enterprise. Point number 2, purpose for which the finance is required. Point number 3, trading on equity. Point number 4, intention to retain control of the company. Point number 5, cost of raising funds. Point number 6, period for which funds are required. Point number 7, nature and attitude of investors. Point number 8, business cycle situation. Point number 9, statutory provisions. And point number 10, government taxation policy. Fixed capital. The amount invested in the acquisition and development of fixed assets is known as fixed capital. Fixed assets are also known as block capital or assets. Fixed capital is the real assets generating and sustaining current assets. Certain examples of fixed assets are goodwill, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fittings, development of property, vehicles, livestock trade, trademarks and patents. Nature and characteristics of fixed capital. Point number 1, it is concerned with long-term funds. Point number 2, it involves heavy expenditure. Point number 3, it affects cost structure. Point number 4, it involves considerable risk. Point number 5, there is time lag between investment and its return. Point number 6, it determines future course of action of the business. Factors affecting fixed capital. Point number 1, nature of the commodity. Point number 2, size or scale of the unit. Point number 3, technique of production. Point number 4, methods of purchasing fixed assets. Working capital. Working capital constitutes of two basic elements, that is current assets and current liabilities. Working capital may be defined as the excess of current assets over current liabilities. It is the source of short-term capital which do not exceed more than 1 year. It is basically known for running or day-to-day expenses. Gross working capital equals to current assets. Net working capital equals to current assets minus current liabilities. That is, it can be represented like this: net working capital equals to current assets over current liabilities. Factors affecting working capital or determinants of working capital. Point number 1, nature of the business. Point number 2, technology and production cycle. Point number 3, trade or business cycle fluctuations. Point number 4, credit policy. Point number 5, profit level changes. Point number 6, price level changes. Point number 7, dividend policy. Point number 8, market competition. Importance of working capital. Point number A, maintain uninterrupted regular flow of business operation. Point number B, making the fullest utilization of available working capital. Point number C, effective utilization of surplus funds. Point number D, arrangement of fund in emergency situations. Point number E, determining effective credit policy. This is important topic, that is operating cycle of working capital or cash cycle. The operating cycle of working capital starts from cash itself. The cash available with the enterprise is used for purchasing raw material, which is converted into work in progress and finished product, which is sold either for cash or on credit. In case of credit sales, payment is received through debtors and bills receivable, which generates cash after certain period. Below, two diagrams are given for manufacturer or product producer or product provider: cash, purchase of stock; supplier payment, work in progress; sales, debtors, and again cash. Under service provider: cash, sales, debtors, again cash. Difference between fixed capital and working capital. Points of difference: fixed capital and working capital. Point number 1, period. Under fixed capital is required for longer period. Under working capital is required for short period. Point number 2, uses. Under fixed capital is required for acquiring fixed assets. Under working capital is required for buying current assets. Point number 3, utilization. Capital is blocked and sunk in the business. It is not available for routine business activities under fixed capital. Under working capital is working and revolving, so always available for routine business activities. Point number 4, source. Under fixed capital, raised through shares, debentures and loans. Under working capital, raised through cash sales, collection from debtors, overdraft, etc. Thank you.